come make bread with us. So far, we have to make 1 bagel dough, 5 sourdough loaves, 4 yeast rolls, which is 4 dozen yeast rolls, and 2 yeast loaves. So we're gonna get started on the sourdough loaves and the sourdough bagel dough because those take the longest to bulk rise. They have to bulk rise twice. So let's do it. We're gonna make all 5 sourdough loaves in this handy dandy container, okay? Come on. And we're gonna be using the cookbook that I made for my family for Christmas. If you guys like it, then we will make it to print and sell it. But this has recipes all from breakfast and different things to our breads, to dinner. We have desserts. We also have canning recipes, and obviously our miscellaneous and even our seasonings. So let me know if you guys will be interested. Let's go. All right, guys, so that's the recipe that we are following. It is in our cookbook that if you guys like, we will definitely publish so that everybody can have it. So as you see, all I'm doing here is taking the sourdough starter and putting that into our big tub. So I ended up putting 1/3 cup per loaf. And of course, in this, remember we're doing 5 loaves. Next, I'm adding the water, and again, it's 1 1/3 cup of warm water per loaf. After we add all the water together, I mix it up with a fork to make sure everything is combined really good so that the sourdough and water are incorporated. And then I add salt. I know it looks like a lot of salt, guys, don't come for me, but it's only 2 teaspoons per loaf, so that equals 10 teaspoons. So it sounds like a lot. So does the oil. It's 1.5 tablespoons per loaf. So it looks like a lot, but remember we're doing 5 loaves of bread. So it's not really that much when it goes into it. And of course, got to mix it really good to make sure everything's incorporated. And then I got to get my handy dandy 5-gallon bucket of flour, guys. We go through this so much. Like 5 gallons lasts us no time. And it's 4 cups per sourdough loaf. Now we got to mix it again, make sure everything's incorporated, all that flour is incorporated. It looks so good. Then we let it rest for 20 minutes. Then I do some stretch and folds just to make sure everything's incorporated. This also helps to make sure that the sourdough starter, which is basically like the yeast in yeast loaf bread, is very active as well to make sure that you get that nice rise as you see here. Look at that. I mean, it was like 2/3 of the way in the container. And so all I'm going to do now is just separate it into 5 somewhat equal amounts so that I can go ahead and shape all 5 loaves and put them into their greased loaf pans, because you have to grease it to make sure that you can easily get it out of the pans. If not, all of this hard work and prep work we're doing is for nothing, and we don't want that. So for sourdough, for the bread to roll it up, it's pretty simple. It's basically just like the yeast bread. So instead of using a rolling pin though, so what I normally do is I take my hands and just kind of spread it out into like a square or rectangle. And then I just pick up the sides and kind of like let the air go underneath them to kind of stretch them out. And then I fold one side in, then the next side. And so they're kind of touching each other in the middle, and roll it up. And as I'm rolling, I always pull it back towards me to make sure that the loaf is tight. And then again, I just put it into like a log shape to where everything is rolled up tight, all the ends are pinched together, and nothing is sticking out. This one was a really good one because I really was able to kind of stretch this a little bit more. And also remember that like if you're stretching while you're trying to roll your dough and it tears a little bit, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not going to hurt anything. Bake it. It's going to be perfectly fine. I promise. I know at the first one, look, I even did it there. I tore it some a little bit and I promise it looks fine. So now I'm going to make sure and put them into their pans. This is what they look like before, and then I let them proof overnight, and so this is what they look like after their second rise. And now we're going to put them in the oven at 375 for 40 minutes. And so this is them going in, and wait for it. Oh my goodness, look at them. They are nice, golden brown on top. They look amazing. And here we go, guys. Final product. Remember, if you guys really like this recipe and this video, that we can also publish our cookbook that has all recipes in it that we've done.